Scottie Pippen, now in his 9th year out of Central Arkansas, along with one-time Piston Dennis Rodman, the Warm in his 10th year from Southeast Oklahoma State. Bill Wennington for the injured Luke Longley in the middle. In the backcourt, Ron Harper and his airness, Michael Jordan for Phil Jackson. Awesome record for Jackson. For the Pistons tonight against Chicago, Grant Hill, the Pistons star, teaming up with All-Star Otis Thorpe. And Don Reed doing a heck of a job as a rookie. Joe D, the Piston captain and future Hall of Famer, along with sharpshooter and great driver these days, Allen Houston. For Doug Collins, KT's Keys to Winning coming up in a moment here on the Pistons Television Network. Welcome back to the Pistons and the Bulls at the Palace. And now it's time for Kelly Tripucka's Keys to Winning. This will not be easy, big boy.
Not an impossible task, but certainly a tough uphill struggle against the almost unstoppable Chicago Bulls. Number one, I think everybody must think rebound tonight. Of course, the Bulls with Dennis Rodman back there, but they got people like Pippen, who leads the team, or second in the team in rebounding. Michael Jordan gets 6 a game. They all rebound, so it's going to be important that all the Pistons get a body on people. Even the guards come back and rebound. 2, Pippen. I think Scottie's the key to this team. We all know Michael can score and just about do everything out there. But Scottie Pippen shoots a 3, he'll rebound, leads the team in assists, he'll score, he'll handle the ball a lot. I think if you can slow him down, maybe make him have a tough night shooting the basketball, you're going to have a better chance of at least containing the Chicago Bulls. And last, play to win. Let it all hang out. Hey, this is the best team in the league. I mean, there's no question about it. But you can't go out there thinking we're going to play not to lose. You have to have confidence in this league. This is not, hey, they've lost 5 times. They can be beat. You've got to think that way, that we can win if we play up to our ability and play hard.
Pippen and Jordan. You're getting better than that. The Keys to Winning brought to you by Michigan National Bank. Find out how to save more with Rate Plus Banking. Dial 1-800-CALL-MNB. It's big. There is Michael Jordan. And the Worm. Don't forget about Dennis Rodman. This is a 3-star team. And Dennis flat out knows how to play. Ronnie Nunn, Hank Armstrong, and Greg Willard are the officials. Pippen against Grant Hill. The bounce in the paint to Michael. Here's the fall away off the high glass. No. Rebound Rodman to Wennington. Gunning got it. Dennis Rodman got him that hoop.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what we're talking about. We know Dennis Rodman can rebound. Somehow you've got to keep him out of the lane because those second chance opportunities usually lead to baskets, as it did that time with Wennington.
Grant Hill on the wing against Pippen. Top side of Joe against Michael. Reed will work Wennington. Joe D with a nice pump fake. Shot clock running out on Houston. He hit it. And a foul. How about that for a sweet start for the Pistons?
Just barely. Boy, that was borderline. Just came off the fingertips of Allen Houston, who made, as you said, George, a nice move with the pump fake. He knew he was going to have pressure from behind right here. And that's real tough shot because you tend to lose your concentration knowing that somebody's behind you. You're worried about it. Nice job by Allen Houston. Makes the bucket and the free throw.
It's a 3-point Piston trip. First minute at the Palace. Harper to the baseline. And he sticks it. Joe D starting out on Harper. Bulls 4, Pistons 3. Just over a minute into it. Houston against Harper. Jordan checks Joe. Grant Hill gets an Otis screen on Pippen. Gunning got it. Oh, that's a big-time basket there. Grant Hill showing him the J and finding the bottom. 5-4 Pistons.
And that's usually something we watch Scottie Pippen, the other 33 in red, usually do. And he became a shooter. He wasn't a shooter when he first came out.
Well, that's for sure. Pippen from the paint, off the heel. Grant Hill with a rebound. Allen Houston gunning for three. Off the front of the rim. Chase the rebound down. Nice blind dish to Reed. Don Reed, misfire. Off it comes to the Worm. Our game brought to you in part by the Detroit News. Catch tomorrow's game details and tonight's too in the Super Detroit News sports section. Pippen had it knocked away. Gets it back and gets the whistle.
Now the Bulls in their patented triangle offense, which they run to perfection. They're so good at it, and it just gives them so many opportunities offensively. Here's one. Pippen, they clear out the right side. He cuts across. Grant knocks it away, but on the second chance, he reaches and gets a piece of Scottie Pippen's own.
Bad looking miss by Pippen on the first free throw. Still Pistons 5, Chicago 4.
Well, if there is one thing that this man, number 33, can't do, or do well, it's shoot free throws. Just a 66% free throw shooter.
Train. Missed them both. Pistons up one. We played just over two. Grant off the screen. Pippen catches up. Grant fires anyway and fills it up.
Well, they're backing off of Grant Hill right now. Kind of a prove it to me defensive attitude, and so far 2 for 2 for Grant Hill.
Jordan cuts foul line. Fires no. Worm taps it. Saves it for Wennington. Great hustle play. Bill Wennington knocked it down.
Got to come out and play him. Wennington, a good shooter for a big man. He'll go out there and shoot 15, 18 feet. Got a great touch.
Otis against the Worm. Backs him. Test his strength there. Reed drives and dunks. Great dish by Otis.
Give Don Reed some credit as well. Smart play. Double team came. The nice cut down the lane, and Don Reed throws it through.
Pistons up 3. Pippen at the foul line. The touch. And they're going to count the basket. Otis with his first foul.
One shot.
9-8. Pistons 8-48 to play in the first.
A moment ago, you'll see Otis Thorpe. Wennington's got the double coming right there. Don Reed makes the smart play, goes to the basket. Good feed from OT, and Don Reed finishes.
Free throw falls for Pippen. It's 9-9. Well, John Thompson's got to be very proud of Don Reed.
John Thompson, and I assume Don Reed had some pretty good coaching at the high school level as well.
We don't learn all of that in college. Allen Houston fires, beats the buzzer with a long double.
And Georgie had to take that shot a little quicker than he wanted to. You saw him near the top of his jump shot, push it just a split second faster, and that was the difference between a violation and a bucket.
Had to quick trigger it. You're right. Wennington hard to the hole, draws the foul, lays it in. 11 all as the Bulls tie it up. Well, the fouls have been spread around. That's the first on Allen Houston.
Well, you get so enamored with Michael, you got to come and help. And a good screen and roll, difficult pass by Michael, but Wennington, very fundamental player, cuts to the hole, the bucket, and the foul.
Well, he's 3 for 3 from the floor. 1 for 1 at the line. He has 7 of the Bulls' 12. They lead by 1.
He's already over his average on the year, just over 5.
Allen Houston tried to blind dish it to Reed, knocked away. Joe D with a rainbow, and it goes.
We saw Joe knock down that shot late in the game yesterday in Philadelphia. Something they'll need tonight here against the Bulls.
Pistons 13, Chicago 12. Wennington off for Pippen, and Grant Hill makes a great defensive play. Touched it off Scottie and out of bounds. We'll pick our player of the game tonight. He gets a gift certificate from Dunham's, the Midwest's largest sports store with 41 Michigan locations. Plus our unsung hero for Ballpark Franks. So full of flavor. What do? They pump when you cook them. Otis wants it against the Worms.
Nice.
Touches back to Grant. Drives. Too hard. Reed with a hook.
Boy, good play. Nice cut by Grant Hill. Pressure came. 3 Bulls up there, and Don Reed, not occupied, gets the offensive glass.
Gotta love Don Reed. Michael Jordan trying to wear out the Pistons, and a whistle.
Well, it's too bad they would have had himself a layup.
3-second call takes it away from the Bulls, but you're right, that was going to be a fast break bunny.
A moment ago, 3 Bulls on Grant Hill, and that leaves Don Reed open. He went to the hole looking for the rebound, no contact. The rebound in the bucket, good follow-up. We saw a moment ago, Doug Collins still has the unshaven look. 1-0, why not?
Joe D for 3, won't quite go through. Scottie Pippen board. Still with it. Up and down, did he leave his feet? I guess not. Reed with a near swipe from the worm. Dennis for Jordan, clock at 12. Now 10, Pippen against Grant Hill. And he hits it.
That's just athletic ability. Scottie Pippen from Michael that time. They clear out the right side, let Pippen go one-on-one, and makes a fantastic finger roll.
Pistons with a strong start. They're leading 15-14. Halfway through the first. Joe D against Harper. Clock inside 10. The bounce top side to Otis. 5 on the clock. Fires and it falls.
That's something that can be there. This high screen and roll. They go to Joe. Dennis backs off Otis Thorpe, and if he steps in and takes that foul line jump shot, could have a big night.
Pistons up 3, 17-14. Wennington took a step there. Phil Jackson nods his head. Wennington looked at the bench and coach, you walk. Timeout, 5:49 to play in the first. 17-14 Pistons at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network. George Blaha and Kelly Tripucka, along with our statistician Joe Abramson, Associate Director Mike Smith, and the big guy in the truck, Harry Hutt, watching the Pistons, and Otis Thorpe dunk on the ball.
Goes for a little swing up there.
19-14, Pistons by 5. Harper finds Pippen in the corner against Grant. High post Michael against Houston. Turnaround gun goes for Michael Jordan. Tough shot. We've seen that somewhere before.
Not a whole lot of defense for that particular shot, and Allen Houston was up and in his face with pressure. That's just all Michael. Give him credit.
Otis in the post against Wennington. Baseline gunning. No. Pippen finally pulls the rebound in. Bulls down 3. Just under 5 to play in the first. Jordan trying to heat it up. Turning, gunning on Allen. This is going to be wide to Otis. The hand to Grant Hill. OT screens. Houston against Jordan. The show and go. The scoop wide. Following up is Otis. Got it blocked. Wennington and Otis will jump it up.
I like their early intensity. They're playing hard.
Speaking of playing hard, here's Michael Curry checking in. Playing to stay in the NBA, and so far so good. He rests Joe Dumars.
Well, they could have been a little shell-shocked after the last Chicago game, but Chicago shot the ball so well a few weeks ago that you almost get into the idea that maybe this team can't be beat, but teams are going to have those type of nights. I think tonight they feel like, hey, we got a good shot at beating them. We're playing well. We play hard. Let it all hang out.
They'll re-jump it. Yeah, the way they shot threes in game 1, forget it.
Well, the Bulls on that particular afternoon were just unbeatable.
They would have beaten the Martians.
You know how good they are.
Well, he could only guess. Chicago wins the tap.
Well, I got the dish at home. I get a lot of their games.
19-16 Pistons. Bulls ball. 4:18 to play in the first. Pippen with a facing hook, no. Otis with a rebound, lost it. Pippen went after it. That's tough. You get the stop, and they get it back.
Tough task for Michael Curry. Put him in the game and say, go stop Michael Jordan.
Harper with an air ball. Warren with a stick back in the score.
Dennis is Dennis, just always active. He just rebounds on instinct, has a nose for the ball, and just goes after it. He reads where the shot's going to come off, and he finds a way to get it.
19-18 Pistons.
Little added extra offense doesn't hurt either.
Oh, man. Allen Houston lost the dribble coming down the lane. Chicago in transition to Warren. It's up and in. Dennis Rodman with 4 to go with 4 boards.
The Bulls running, that's when they're real special. Great passing team.
Pistons trying not to turn it over, but they do. Grant Hill lost the handle. Jordan gunning. Off the heel of Curry. The flip to Houston. Pistons down one. Grant off the high glass. Hit it! Sweet shot. 21-20 Pistons. 3:04 to play in the first.
A good read by Grant Hill that time. Came right at Scottie Pippen. Took as much room as he was given and pulled up for the little J off the window.
Jordan's 1 for 5. And the Bulls want time. 2:48 to play in the first. 21-20 Pistons at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network. Pippen gets the handoff from Kukoc, who's come on, and Theo Ratliff rejects. He had 5 last night, gets 1 in his first 6 seconds on the court tonight.
Boy, great help that time. Bulls out of the timeout, run a nice play. Pippen strong to the goal, but Theo says, get it out of here.
Tony Kukoc, Wennington, set up Tony Kukoc for the long gun. He hits the 3.
Right before the buzzer, too.
Allen Houston tries to counter and does. 3 for 3. Take that. I'll take this. And the Pistons lead by 1 again, 24-23. It's Kukoc and Wennington and the 3 stars, Jordan, Pippen, and the Worm. In the Chicago Reds. Michael Jordan finds some room. His dish goes nowhere. But there's plenty of time for Pippen to go topside. Kukoc gunning short. Boy, Theo's got some live legs again tonight. Allen Houston gets by Kukoc. The 10 by Theo won't go. Reed trying to follow and he fouls.
Active, they're giving the Bulls a piece of their own medicine. Being active on the glass. Theo down at the other end. Down this end, Theo got a chance for an offensive rebound. You see as Allen misses, first Theo gets a piece, and then here comes Don Reed. He'll get a shot at it, and finally the foul.
Worm with his first. Curry inside over Kukoc, in and out, but he did draw the foul. Kukoc got him. Says Hank Armstrong.
Strong move with the left hand by Michael Curry in the lane. Rattled it in and out.
Talked about Notre Dame's hockey team. Let's congratulate John McLeod and the Irish basketball team for their win over Pitt last weekend. They now occasionally charter Round Ball 1, where Terry Mills rides in the rest of the Pistons. T. Mills for Don Reed.
Sounds like a pretty good deal if you can get it.
Sure. Want to say hi to Sam Gaither, the uncle of Bulls assistant Jimmy Clemens. He had heart surgery in Detroit. He's watching the game tonight, and Sam, I hope you're feeling fine very, very soon. And let me tell you something else. You got to be very, very proud of Jimmy. Class act. Curry gets 1 for 2. 25-23. Pistons by 2. Jordan against Grant Hill. Gets close, hits the glasser.
Jordan down low, the fadeaway, not much of an angle there, but the sweet kiss for MJ.
25 all. Now the 360 leaner by Grant Hill drew some contact. Jordan got him, and out he comes. Judd Bushler replaces it.
Now they're going to take Wennington out and leave Michael in. Go with a smaller lineup. You got Bushler and Kukoc, Rodman.
Grant has missed the first free throw.
Well, you see that last play by Michael. This is something that you've seen a lot more of than before he retired the first time. Less wear and tear on the body, but if he can make it, who cares? He doesn't take the pounding he used to.
Grant's free throw short. Terry Mills finds Houston. Crossover, gunning, off the heel. Boy, the Pistons have had some tough luck inside. Tied at 25. Rodman to Pippen. The bounce to Kukoc. Now Jordan. Blocked. What a foul.
Well, this team
Theo got him.
They do a heck of a job passing the basketball. It's one of the, if not the best passing team in the league. Running a fast break, they always get something out of it. Pippen to Kukoc, dumps it off to MJ. The help came, but a piece by Theo Ratliff.
25 all, the Pistons and the Bulls. Minute and 13 to play first quarter at the Palace. Michael off a 32-pointer against the Bullets. Now has 5 in the first. Make it 6. Pistons down a deuce, 27-25. Backcourt Chicago pressure. Michael Jordan slapped it out of bounds.
Every once in a while, the Bulls will throw some full-court pressure on you, try to push you into a turnover. Got to beat it over the top like they did that time.
Grant between the ring. Houston off the Mills screen. Terry gunning over Worm. Missed the rainbow to Jordan. Dennis made that a very tough shot. Kukoc bumped inside and draws the contact and the foul.
Boy, he's a great weapon to have after you've got Pippen and Jordan in there. Kukoc knows how to play.
Coming up this half, we'll play home court improvement trivia again. Somebody wins a trip for 2 to Vegas. Gonna stay at the Imperial Palace Hotel and Casino. Stay tuned.
Kukoc, a very clever offensive player, of course, handles the ball very well. Little up and under.
After the push-off on Theo that he got away with. Kerr checks in for the Bulls. Michael Jordan finally does sit down. Joe D back for the Pistons. Grant Hill resting. Kukoc puts Chicago up 4. Curry against Bushler. Here's Allen Houston attacking the middle. Deep dishing to Theo for the dunk.
Nice. Quick job of breaking the pressure. Allen Houston in the middle of the floor came down a 3-2 situation. Made the defense come. The drop off to Theo, and he flushed it.
Pippen, the foul line fall away. Worm with a tap.
You can't let Worm get that deep inside on the rebound. Somehow you've got to push him away, make him reach over the top of you. When he gets that low, he's got that spring.
Joe D on top. About a 5-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Hank Armstrong has Bushler for the foul. 10.2 to play in the first. Allen Houston. Grabbed by Bushler will shoot 2. Pistons trail by 4, 31-27. They've had a lot of early energy against the Bulls, but Chicago does have 31 up.
I was just going to say they can't be real happy with the number of points given up. The Bulls are a scoring machine, though. Same time, the Pistons are right in the ballgame. They put up a higher number than they usually put. You got to remember they only score just under 95 a game, so I'm sure the tempo will slow down a little bit.
Allen gets the split. Kukoc beats the buzzer. That hurts you. 33-28. Chicago. And the horn sounds before Curry's shot. At the end of 1, it's the Bulls by 5. They close with a 19-9 run against the Pistons on the Pistons Television Network. And there is Kelly Tripucka and another one of the legends, Dave Bing, along with Spark, Don Adams.
Hey, Dave is looking pretty dapper with the lid. He's got some serious headgear.
Good print ad for Dave and Bing Steele. We saw that in the Jet on the way home last night.
Jet magazine, right. That's a class man. Glad to know him. One of the all-timers.
Grant Hill misses from the top. The long rebound gets away from Terry Mills to Pippen. Bulls by 5.
Now you got to find him.
Open is Kerr. Look out.
That's why he's in the ball game, George. It's a great way to make a living. Just shoot open jump shots when you worry about Michael and Scotty, and Steve Kerr does it well.
Chicago leads by 7.
Taking over for John Paxson over on the Bulls bench.
Thank you.
He did it very well.
Nice double pump fake, and Terry Mills sticks it.
A good job inside by Terry using his size to shoot over the top.
Kukoc slapped away. Curry's got it.
No, don't have the numbers. Good job by Joe not forcing it.
Pippen trying to steal from Grant. Clock at 12. Inside to Theo. Grant with a jumper. 8 for Grant.
They challenged Grant tonight, and he's responded, at least from the outside. You know, they want to shut down lanes and not let him pick apart the defense and get to the hole.
Bulls by 3, 35-32, 10.5 to play in the half. Special interview with Doug Collins at halftime on Fast Break for Dunham. Steve Kerr looking for Pippen. Dishes Kukoc for the three-point gun. It rims away. Curry with the board.
Good job of getting up on him by Theo.
Joe D wide of it against Kerr.
Joe liked to back him down and shoot over the top. Got some strength and size on Steve Kerr.
Rodman comes to two-time, and they are illegal. Did not squeeze the trap. Putting the numbers through one. Look at the Bulls, 57%. Pistons not all bad at 52. Chicago with 3 more at the line.
The difference.
Standoff on the boards. With some key offensive rebounds for Dennis Rodman. Curry, Bushler strips him. Curry fouls him.
Yeah, ended up being a good foul. Nice job defensively by Bushler in there, and Michael Curry probably saved 2 points for the Pistons because Kukoc was ahead of the field.
Bushler, Kerr, Pippen, Rodman, and Kukoc for Chicago. They lead 35-32. Kukoc hands back to Pippen. Kukoc at the elbow. Pippen works against Grant. Shot clock 7. The turn-and gun goes for Scottie Pippen.
You watch the Bulls play half-court offense. They're just always moving, constant motion. They run a lot of back doors, a lot of flashes to the basketball. You've always got to keep your feet moving and your eyes open, because they'll pick you apart.
Pistons had a lot of movement, a lot of passing last night.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They will need a lot of that all night tonight. Terry Mills inside.
And it's at times when they don't have that, George, they do get in trouble, and they seem to get stagnant, standing around watching.
Kukoc fouls Terry Mills. When the Raptors are in Saturday, the first 4,000, 16 and under, get an Isaiah t-shirt. First 10,000 get a poster, all from Total Healthcare. Against the Knicks next week, the first 4,000 get a poster, or rather a Piston baby bill, courtesy of Gerber Meyer. There is a difference here. A Piston baby bill from Gerber.
You don't want to wipe your mouth on the poster. You'd rather do it on the bib.
Thank you. Speaking of Saturday night in the giveaway, get here early. The ceremonies retiring Isaiah's number 11 begin at 7:30. And those are the numbers that are up so far. Bob Lanier's, Dave Bing's, Vinnie Johnson's, and Bill Lambiers.
Got something on the floor or something wrong with the floor right now around the foul line that they either need to fix or they've got to pick up.
And there's some Isaiah memorabilia on sale here at the Palace. In commemoration of what will be the most special night we've had in this building since the championship celebration.
Isaiah looked good in that jersey, but I don't think he ever looked that good in number 11.
Jordan's back for the Bulls.
Good job by Ronnie Nunn, by the way, George. He took the microphone stand. There was one of the leads that go into the floor was sticking up. He pounded it down with the microphone stand, and you must be watching Tim Allen in Home Improvement. That's where he learned that.
A Piston fan and a local guy. Terry Mills missed them both. Kukoc misses the Glasser. Grant Hill away with a rebound. Terry Mills thought he saw Curry. Curry stopped, and it's out of bounds.
Terry tried to read the situation and just didn't connect.
Speaking of Home Improvement, watch it on UPN 50 Monday through Friday beginning at 7 to see when the next Piston Home Court Improvement contest will be.
You never know when you're called upon to fix something, at least on the basketball court.
Tim Allen, superstar, super guy. Michael Jordan against Curry, and the reach-in is called on Curry. Chicago by 5, 37-32. Curry's second. Out he comes in favor of Allen Houston. And here comes our guy, the The Buddha trade. Jimmy Edwards, wearing that familiar number 53, gets a hand from the crowd.
Now Buddha, I told him he's now starting to shave his gray hair. They get the Vinnie Johnson look is what he's going for.
There's one of his best buddies on the team. Tell you what, if you didn't like Buddha and VJ, you didn't like good guys and regular guys.
Pretty much similar personalities. Fade away.
Jimmy Edwards gunning, got it. Oh, the crowd will like that, even if it does put the Pistons down another deuce. Now it's 39-32.
Well, if they don't know now, Joe Dumars will tell them that he's in there and he's going to shoot fadeaways. Because that is all he will do. Might be all he can do right now, but he does it well. As Joe D connects while we're chit-chatting.
He's only in his 19th season.
Forever.
Pippen misses a long gun, and reaching over was James Edwards. The Pistons and Builders Square have teamed up to offer a scholarship program for high school seniors. Listen up. 12 students each get a $1,000 college scholarship. The application deadline is the 1st of March, however. For more information, call the Pistons Community Relations Department and Rex Nelson at 810-377-8245. Joe D against Kerr. Reed wants to set the pick and roll screen, instead gets the give back. Now Grant against Pippen. Spinning foul line. 4 on the clock. The turn and force it. He filled it up. Hey, what am I going to do?
Stuck in no man's land.
Yeah, gonna get it, Grant, and he did. Well, Pistons within 3. He has 10.
You only can do that, George, when you have great athletic talent, and he's got as much as anyone.
39-36. Here's another guy with some. Michael Jordan with a line drive come and go. 41-36, Chicago. Michael with 8.
You're seeing some special stuff here because what they're doing may look easy, but it's certainly not.
Goes bounce outside for Houston. Nobody home. Michael with a drive. Well, if you paid to see one, you just saw it.
Those are the things posters are made of.
43-36, Chicago. 7:08 to play in the half. Joe over Kerr. And
Joe looking around. He's already done. He wanted to foul.
Joe was 6.
Got to be careful, not let them get on a run.
Jordan with the up fake. He threw the contact and the Allen Houston foul, his second. Timeout, 6:55 to play in the half. The Pistons take time. The Bulls lead 43-38 on the Pistons television network. Does this remind you of you saw better days and did better things?
He added a little leg kick there. Went back to the Cousy days. And, of course, you've seen this 1,001 times, and it still looks nice. Michael up high with the flush.
Cupped it, jammed it. Jordan out of the timeout gives to Harper, who's back. Topside for 3. It rims away. Grant Hill with great position on Kukoc and the rebound.
Thorpe and Rodman fighting down low.
Grant down the lane. And they're going to call him for an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, Grant Hill.
His second.
Now Grant down one-on-one. Pretty good position right here by Kukoc. Grant drops that shoulder a little bit, knocks him to the floor. Pretty good call.
43-38 Bulls, and they have it. 6.5 to play in the half. Kukoc fake to Buddha. Swings it to Michael Jordan against Joe. Joe with a slap away as Michael was on the way out. Ronnie Nunn calls the foul.
Might have got away with that a couple of years ago. No respect, right, Joe?
Ronnie, give him a break.
Now one-on-one, 2 great players. Joe reaches in, gets part of the ball, but they fell part of the hand.
Michael Jordan to shoot a pair. Five 40-point games this year for Michael Jordan, including the 48-pointer against the Sixers in January.
Well, he's averaging 22 shots a ball game, and usually he makes at least half. Right there, you're starting with over 20, so he's pretty much assured every night of getting this 30, which is what he averages, just under 31.
30.8. Here's Otis. Low post against Worm. Harper doubles. Pistons turn it over. Kukoc grabs it and calls
I hate
time.
that call. I hate it.
He makes that 20-second timeout call in the air, and the Bulls will make it only at 20.
That was better than the game.
How about that? Danny Rich and Doug. Here's Buddha with a fall away, and he fills it up. And Chicago leads by 9. Edwards with 4. Be a Pistons honorary ball boy or ball girl. Pick up a Wholesome or Schaefer Soft and Good Bread for details. Free Pistons collector's cards inside every bag. Grant Hill short. Otis gets it back. Pistons need to hang around here. 5.5 to play in the half. Joe with the drive, draws the foul, and he'll shoot a pair. Harper got him. Ball stuck between the glass and the heel.
A moment ago, the Knick tip pass, and Kukoc ready to go out of bounds and calls it 20, which was the correct call. I just don't like it. I just think that you're bailing out there. He's going to go out of bounds. Make him save the ball, or he goes out of bounds. You see it more and more in the college, and see it in the pros. I just think it's a call I got to get rid of.
Dennis Rodman doesn't need any rest, but Pippen will rest him anyway. Last 3, Joe Dumars helping the Pistons to play very well. Gets both free throws. Joe has 8. Bulls by 7. 5:25 to play in the half. Jordan against Joe. Edwards. Buddha with a miss. Pistons basketball. Michael Jordan trying to change their mind.
Boy, I can't believe, because Hank Armstrong didn't disagree either. And then the third guy came in and changed everybody's mind. Right there, Ronnie Nunn.
Jordan rules. Don't forget that.
He'll get a look.
Edwards against Don Reed. Jimmy with a fall away. This will be wide. And this is out of bounds to the Pistons. 5:06 to play in the half. Pistons within 7. 47-40 Chicago.
Much better job on Buddha that time. They're starting to pressure him a little more. When he goes to fade, you've got to stay with the fade and keep pressure on that shot. Make it a little more difficult.
Joe against Jordan. Inside to Otis against Jimmy Edwards. Grant Hill to the baseline. Fires short. Ahead it goes to Pippen. Jordan against Grant. Harper against Houston. Pippen 2-time. Behind it back to Kukoc.
That's a run, yeah.
4 on the clock. Took a big-time step.
He looked like he was taking off for the dunk contest.
This program brought to you by U.S. Signal, providing the best performance and value in business long distance, video, and data transmission, and our local telephone service. U.S. Signal, advanced communications, clear and simple. At the half, on fast break for Dunhams, we'll talk with Piston head coach Doug Collins as his team off to a terrific start. Like we saw in the second half of the season. 2 up on break even. It looked like a playoff team. More on that from Doug at the half. Set him down before the game. Clock at 12 for Grant Hill. Allen with the drive. Had to have drawn a foul and did. This on Harper, his third. 3:51 to play in the half. Team fouls are now 4-4. Bulls lead 47-40. And Kerr for Harper, I presume, for Chicago.
Number 25.
Doug Collins with the slightly stubborn beard. Guy with the tan back there. Piston team position, Ben Palucci. Asked him about the beard during our interview. Joe D. and Kerr got a hand in. He'll get the kind of call Joe got against Jordan.
He knows it's getting away, right?
I think he can see it. This will get Joe a pair with the Pistons trying to pull within 5.
Yeah, real important. Last 3:42 for the Pistons. Want to make sure you keep this game at a level where you're confident coming into the second half. Not let this get above 10 or out of hand.
Pistons want to thank Builders Square for supporting Pistons Achievers, a complimentary ticket program awarding students for their accomplishments in academics, attendance, and behavior. Call the Community Relations Department at 810-377-8244 for more information. Solid from the stripe. Joe gets them both. How about a stop and a score? 3:38 to play in the half. Bulls lead by 5. 47-42. Kerr against Houston. Kukoc against Otis. Jordan against Joe. Clock at 8. Double up fake. And a fall away and he pulled it. Forget it.
He's pretty good. Tough shot by Michael. And Joe, once again, good position, good defense. Michael just made it just on talent.
Look in the encyclopedia under talent. You will see number 23. Grant Hill, topside cutting short. Jordan saves it.
Like you said, maybe one of the most talented, or the most talented of all time.
Pippen shot pops out to Grant. Up he comes. Looks ahead, finds Houston. Got him for 3 short.
Short all the way.
A little over 2.5 to play in the half. Chicago by 7. And a Bulls timeout. 2:34 till halftime. 49-42 Bulls on the Pistons Television Network. Grant Hill and the rest of Dream Team 3 go against a USA Select team of college stars right here at the Palace. Once in a lifetime chance really to see some of the world's greatest pros and collegians. Tickets on sale Saturday, March the 2nd at the Palace box office and all Ticketmaster centers.
That'll be a freight train, that U.S. team. They'll blow through everybody.
Chicago turns it over, thank you very much. 2:28 to play in the half. Chicago by 7, 49-42.
You said you knew some of those hockey guys, huh?
I know
stars.
Brett Hull's dad.
I was going to say, do you know who Brett Hull's dad is?
The slap shot kid. Who guy who played with Stan Mikita? Bobby Hull.
Bobby Hull, you got it.
Allen Houston.
By the way, is a
from
nice,
the top.
great guy. No one played golf with him.
It seemed like it every time I saw him interview. Here's Kukoc getting it down for the Bulls, who now lead by 9.
Well, almost a must offensive opportunity here for the Pistons.
Got to be careful.
9-point game. You don't want to lose it.
Joe posting, double team. Thorpe. And an offensive foul called. Kukoc again takes a charge. Took one on Grant. Now this one on Otis. That's his second.
Kind of a delayed call. There was contact, and Otis lowers that shoulder.
Doesn't he have to be on the floor and not sliding and jumping up and down, which is exactly what he was the other time against Grant?
A little bit of acting.
The spin by Kukoc lays it in. Somebody guard him. 53-42 Chicago.
And now you're in that danger point. They pushed it up with 4 straight to 11. And you hate to let this slip away and be down a big number at halftime.
Minute and 20 to play in the half. Guaranteed they'll turn up the D in the second half. Curry grabbed inside. Chicago getting a lot of help off the Pines.
They've got some offense coming off the bench as well.
Kukoc has 11.
Yeah, he's a great weapon off the bench. He's a scorer, handles the ball, got some size inside. And, of course, Buddha gave you something as well.
Now it's time for our trivia question. Be the 23rd correct caller at 810-377-8700. And you will win a great trip to Vegas. Who holds the Pistons season record for free throws attempted and made? The 23rd correct caller at that number, 810-377-8700. You're going to Vegas to stay at the Imperial Palace Hotel and Casino. Those of you who like to gamble will certainly enjoy that. Curry misses twice.
Got to make those
Pistons
free throws.
Missing shots and free throws. They didn't 5 till halftime. Down now 53-42. Jordan with a back down. And the turn and gun. In and out. Don Reed to Joe. Get one, guys.
Yeah, Allen's got to provide some offense for him. Not a lot of offense out there in white.
Curry with the catch, gives to Joe. Shot clock 7. Against Kukoc with a little room. Fires. And fills it up. Big time basket for Joe D. And he has 12. 10 of those in the second.
And the veteran clutch player that Joe is came through with a big bucket.
All alone against Jordan. Now Curry comes to double. Comes right back to Michael.
Fouls on Michael Curry.
Missed
Foul
opportunity.
is on Curry.
Good defense, and they forced Jordan into a tough shot here as this comes off. Nobody there, puts a body on Jordan. Big men weren't in position, pushed down a little too low underneath the basket. Didn't get their hands up in time.
And so instead of a stop and the ball down 9, Jordan shoots and they're up 10. I like the season he's having. And he has 15 so far tonight.
Every coach would like to have a player on their team with those type of numbers.
You only get one every couple of decades. I'm not sure you're ever going to get one again, to tell you the truth.
Not with his,
I like this
not
guy.
with his ability.
55-44. Michael makes twice. Shut off the shot clock. 10 seconds left in the half. Grant runs the offense. On the floor against Pippen. Deep to Don Reed. Off to Curry. And he's fouled. 1.3 to play in the half.
That's a smart play by Michael Curry that time. Don Reed got stuck with the basketball in a position not to be able to shoot it.
His third penalty situation.
We're going to get a look at it. Don Reed loses the handle here. Has the presence to find the player. And Michael Curry does the right thing. He takes it right to the hole. He's thinking, I got to get this up close and see if someone's going to hit me. They did, and he gets to the line.
Lou Rowe for Allen Houston.
But when you do that, you got to convert at the line.
He does get the first 10-point ball game. Makes his free throws, this guy. The long lob. Jordan. And there's the horn. At the half, the Chicago lead is 9. Michael Jordan with 16, and the Bulls lead 55-46. Doug Collins' team led by Joe D, the captain with a dozen. Chicago leads by 9. It's halftime on the Pistons Television Network. Bulls get up 5 more shots and get 4 more makes. Both teams over 50%. Ten for 12 for Chicago, 9 for 17 for the Pistons from the stripe. Halftime stats for AT&T. Vax on guaranteed competitive business long-distance prices. Call 1-800-COMPARE.
They struggled last night from the line as well in Philadelphia. That's something that's got to get better.
Allen Houston with a jump stop gun drew the foul. Wennington got him. Let's look at the top scorers. Michael was 16. Joe D with a dozen. Kukoc with 11. Grant Hill in double digits with 10. Allen Houston with 9. Allen will shoot a pair. Chance to get the double figures. Pistons are down 9, 55-46. He will become a better free throw shooter. That's too good a shooter not to be right around 88, 90%, I think.
Allen at 77% on the year.
Missed them both there.
Too. I mean, already
Pistons
missed 10
9
free
for
throws.
19 at the line. Difference in the game.
Playing against top teams, that's one thing you got to take advantage of is when you go to the foul line.
Michael Jordan against him. Joe comes to two-time. Harper by himself on a Wennington screen. That's a no chance, but off it comes to Worm.
That almost shattered glass.
Dennis Rodman gets it back for the Bulls. Michael Jordan from the top. In and out to Grant Hill. Rodman now with 5 offensive rebounds. Joe against Jordan. Grant drops it off to Otis against Wennington. What about the hook? And they just threw it down.
And Scottie Pippen's even laughing. He's going, I don't think he was going to do that.
And it's only a 7-point game. 55-48.
Tell you what, if he shoots at it, he probably gets it blocked. But the quick dunk by OT.
Jordan against Grant. Now the follow-up. It rims away. Rodman's 6th offensive board. But he doesn't get the stick back.
He must be getting tired. He's already shot 4 times.
Allen Houston trying to take it to the rim.
Out of control.
Caught in the crowd there, and out of bounds it goes. Doug Collins telling him to keep playing.
You got to take advantage of opportunities that time. Allen got too deep, too much of a crowd, like you said, and a little out of control. Could have cut it to 5.
Clock's at 10. We played 2 in the third. Pistons down 55-48. Jordan against Houston. Looker to Pippen. He's grabbed and fouled. He'll have to earn it at the line.
All right, great pass.
Falls on Grant Hill.
But it's Grant's third. Was it a walk?
Michael with the quick drop step goes to the corner. Goes underneath. And just flips it underhand to Scottie Pippen, who was unguarded. A foul from behind by Grant.
Reminds me of an old Sam Cooke song. Everybody likes to cha-cha-cha.
Watch this play, folks. Otis goes up. Pippen comes over to block it. And Otis throws him and the ball to the goal.
Pippen gets 1 for 2. He has 8. Chicago leads by 8. Houston against Harper. Otis with a baseline gun. Wennington with a position. Off to Pippen. Yes, the 3.
That's where he's dangerous. Coming down, you think he's going to break apart the defense. He pulls up behind the stripe and buries it.
Grant Hill buries the deuce for the Pistons.
Shot the ball well tonight from outside.
He has a dozen, 59-50. Bulls up 9 and with it. We played 3 in the third.
Oh, that's
an
the
offensive
offense.
foul. Greg Willard must have his eyes closed.
Joe's giving him the evil eye right now.
Crossover by Allen Houston against Wennington.
Come on, run this shit.
Tell you what, we have a little profanity there from Mr. Wennington.
No, that was actually from Dennis.
The first was from Wennington.
He was speaking on his behalf.
Wennington does get the foul. Watch this.
Well, he just lowers his shoulder there. There's no doubt that should have been an offensive foul. They catch a break. Don Reed comes up with a big rebound.
(59-51). Make it 52. Allen gets them both. He has 11. Chicago by 7. Theo's about to check in. 8:44 to play in the third. Jordan snaps the pass inside for Pippen.
Great help.
They get it, but get him.
We put on Don Reed.
Boy, nice job by Don Reed. Looks like a clean block.
I think the Pistons really felt it was. We have the luxury of this.
Looked all ball to me. Grant went for the steal. You're going to see. Don Reed comes over, times it just right. That's all.
Well, the good news is Pippen's at the line.
Paul Spalding.
Scottie Pippen splits the pair. Bulls lead 60-52. He has 12. Shot clock at 14 as Allen Houston gives to Joe. Joe against Jordan. Inside for Otis. Joe set it up. Allen Houston and OT with the screen. Otis with 8.
Great job by Allen, coming off the screen hard. The only way that pass gets there is off the ground, and he throws a nice bouncer.
Michael Jordan got up, knocked it down. Otis lobs for Theo Ratliff against Worm. He'll have trouble against Dennis's strength.
Dennis is pushing him out further and further.
Allen Houston misses Jordan to Pippen.
He'll pull up.
And he fills it up. 65-54 Chicago. Pippen with 15.
Oh, so good on the break is Scottie Pippen.
And we'll get a Piston time. 7:24 to play in the third. Chicago by 11 on the Pistons television network.
Last time down, the Pistons run a screen for Allen Houston. He comes off Otis Thorpe. Scottie Pippen trails as Weddington steps out. Otis rolls to the hole. And Allen with a nice bounce pass inside for the vicious flush. Good read, good job, nice execution.
Off turnovers, the Bulls with 15, the Pistons with 8. Otis powers it up inside and scores off the window.
Oh, good job by Otis gathering himself that time, not being out of control. Much better with the power move inside.
What a solid player. He has 10. Pistons within 9. Just under 7 to play in the third. Pippen for the bounce to Jordan. Pistons double it up. Now Harper gets a Weddington screen, will not shoot it. Pippen will for 3, short. Worm taps it, but Grant Hill's got it. On the run against Pippen. Now
Nice
Harper
look.
bounce to Allen Houston, and he is hammered. They had to foul him to stop him, and they did.
Yeah, good job of executing that time on the break. Good job by Allen, who runs the court real well here, George. He sprints, and Grant throws it off the ground. Foul by Harper, and he'll get to 2.
First one falls. Fourth on Harper, as you see. Kirsten Selgren and Paul Kessman getting married this weekend, and Lisa Testa, our assistant in marketing and broadcasting, is going to be in the wedding.
Free food and drink.
That's right. I'm sure she'll have a very nice time. Congratulations to Kirsten and to Paul. Harper stays in with 4. Pippen guns from the corner. It's another triple for Scottie Pippen.
It's 3 this quarter, right?
Yep, and 18 points on the night. Ratliff with a run out.
Watch out.
Rodman with a foul.
That's a 17 score.
Dennis took a pretty good whack at at Theo Ratliff running the court. You could hear this one from over here. Hard foul.
Well, there was never even a thought of making it flagrant, nor did the Pistons protest.
No, I think that the fact that he's remained under control, his legs didn't go off from under him.
How about Theo last night? What you don't see there is 5 blocks and about 5 more changes. 17 points, 8 rebounds.
He played very well last night, was active. When he's active, he adds something to the Pistons off the bench.
8 points. That's the length of the lead for Chicago. Halfway through the third. Michael Jordan drops it. Rodman gets it back. The clock at 10. They get into it early enough. They always seem to have time on the clock. Still 6 for Pippen. 4 as he forces for 3. In and out to Otis.
No.
Long for Joe. Saves it for the middle, but the Bulls are there. Rodman to Harper.
That was a wounded duck.
And a Piston foul. It's on Grant Hill.
Fouls on Grant Hill.
And that is his fourth. That's a tough break for the Pistons. Now Kukoc replaces Harper.
Kukoc checks in. Replaces Ron Harper. Michael Curry checks in.
Dennis Rodman is relentless, and he just goes after every rebound. He needs to play the full 48 minutes. He never can relax, particularly on the boards when he's around.
He makes them a lot better in my mind. How many second chances do you want to give a team like Chicago? Jordan off the iron. Otis inside for a strong bound.
Yeah, it also took some rebounding responsibilities a little bit away from Pippen and Jordan. They don't have to do as much. The dirty work, so
they don't have to do much at all. Otis batted away to Curry.
Except score.
Michael Curry inside.
Oh.
Up and in by Theo.
Might give that credit to Dennis Rodman. Looked like Theo was trying to grab it, and I think Dennis knocked it up in the air out of his hands, and it just happened to fall through the hole.
Chicago by 6. Curry has replaced Grant Hill, left with his fourth. Scottie Pippen, Wennington alone. Capped and controlled by Curry.
A nice job of coming back. This Piston guards are back in the paint, as we talked about. Everybody has to rebound. The big men will tip it. The guards have to come back and grab it.
Otis wants it inside against Wennington. Otis Thorpe backs him down. 11 rebounds for Dennis Rodman. That's off the heel to Otis. Joe against Jordan. Allen Houston works against Kukoc. Baseline gun is short. Bulls ball. Don Reed for Otis for the Pistons.
Allen struggled last night in Philadelphia. A tough shooting night here.
Did he get hit on that shot?
Possibly.
You almost think he must have.
Well, from that distance, I would almost count on it.
Yeah. Kukoc rejected by Ratliff.
That was a great block by Theo. The only thing there, George, is he sized this one up. He could have kept this in play. He doesn't need to throw that one away out of bounds. He needs to tip that to where a teammate can grab it.
Bulls one time, 3:53 to play in the third. Michael Jordan told Ronnie that was goaltending. This is the Pistons Television Network. Kerr missed the triple. Pippen dropped the rebound and calls a Chicago timeout. And he got a jammed wrist of some kind.
Hurt his elbow and got hit on the funny bone.
They'll make it a 20-second timeout. Look at Scottie Pippen. They take a 20. 3:47 to play in the third. Chicago 68 and the Pistons 62. Pistons still very much in it. Pippen's injury painful. They're going to take him in and look at him. I think they may. 20-second timeout is complete.
You see as Kerr shoots, Pippen active underneath. Gathers a rebound. He calls 20 seconds. He just bumped his elbow on a looked like a Piston player or whatever. Possibly the funny bone. You know how when you get hit that hit, it just goes totally numb.
May have elbowed Don Reed and hurt himself.
Feels like a weight.
Kerr against Joe.
No funny matter when you get that hit.
New clock for the Bulls. 12 on it. Kukoc against Houston. Jordan gives to Kerr. Wide open.
Boy, how's he getting open?
Well, three guys, one after Michael. That helped a little. 70-62, Chicago.
One guy you don't want to leave by himself to shoot jump shots.
Curry against Kukoc. And a Bulls foul, says Ronnie Nunn. Kerr has picked up his second. Jason Caffey, by the way, their first-round pick out of Alabama in the ball game. As we take a look at Doug Collins, Caffey, Rodman, Kukoc, Jordan, and Kerr for the Bulls on the road here at the Palace. Pistons got the home whites, and Joe D is going to shoot two.
And the penalty. Joe, the best free throw shooter. 83% on the year.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
Yeah. You're going to blame me.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of the NBA.
You don't think Joe heard me, do you?
I don't know. Your voice is getting much more resonant since you got in this business, KT. 13 for Joe, 12 of them in the first half. 3 to play in the third. Kerr to the baseline. Who shuts him off? He's in trouble.
What's that call?
Illegal defense. And Ronnie Nunn's going to get a technical or give one to Doug Collins.
That's a tough call. You're playing great defense. Steve Kerr's not even facing a play on that to begin with. And that play goes on for 5 seconds, and then the illegal defensive call.
This has not been a good night for the Pistons and the Whistles. I'm not sure they'd be leading, but Steve Kerr sticks it. The Bulls get the ball. They lead by 8. What's the problem?
Well, Joe ties up Kerr right there. And he's going to call this right there, Theo, in no man's land, and that's where the illegal defense came.
Well, Steve Kerr just tripled the Bulls to an 11-point lead. 74-63. Allen Houston on the drive draws the foul. Michael Jordan's second.
Foul on Michael Jordan. And 2 seconds. And he's on the line for 22.
Allen Houston makes and has 14. Tell you what, there's some people who could catch fire in the fourth if the Pistons stay close. Allen Houston's certainly one of them.
Certainly not running out of time, at least not now. Plenty of time. They got to continue to play tough. You can't let up against the Bulls.
Jordan has it slapped away by Curry. I don't think you like that even a little bit. Turns and misses inside. Warren taps it. Kerr's got it. Joe called for the foul.
Well, give that one to Dennis Rodman again. Keeping it alive.
You don't think that was a great acquisition? An absolutely flat-out great acquisition for Chicago? How much better does he make it? Joe's second foul. Kerr at the line. There's the ex-Piston Dennis Rodman, one of the greatest rebounders of all time. All time, folks. Stevie Kerr, pretty good shooter, even though he missed that free throw. 50% from behind the line.
About 92 from the free throw line.
Gonna miss once in a while. He gets 1 for 2 there. Bulls by 10, 75-65.
Only his 4th miss the entire year. Doesn't go there a whole lot, but
not taking to the basket.
Not supposed to.
Allen Houston hooks on the run and hit. Will he heat up?
Might be the start of something big.
25-67 Chicago. Kerr against Joe. Caffey against Reed. Jordan against Houston. Michael Jordan with a tough force. In and out. Rodman there with a hand on it, but Houston's got the rebound. Allen in traffic. Fights his way to forecourt. Guns for 3. Theo Ratliff grabbed from behind by Rodman. Dennis with a foul. The third on the worm.
That time, Theo had great position inside in front of Dennis Rodman for the offensive board.
Meantime, Joe Dumars and Ronnie Nunn having a discussion. If we can get a look at this, out near midcourt, there.
Now, what he's upset about is they called the foul, George. The whistle blew.
And he fouled him again.
And then, right, Dennis grabbed him again around the shoulders, and Joe thought that was an intentional something or warranted technical. Right.
For what it is, it's excessive.
Yeah, play had stopped. You'll see good position by Theo. The whistle's blown right there. And then he grabs him again.
Joe made his point and made it again and again. Theo got 1 for 2. 75-68. They're still hanging around. Minute and a half to play in the third. Pippen against Houston. Chicago shot clock's at 10. Happy with a flush.
Wow.
Just in case you forgot about me.
It's making your presence known and felt.
Joe over Kerr. And great acting job by Steve Kerr. Hank Armstrong didn't call it from the baseline, but Ronnie Nunn, who's taken over the game. It is Nunn, then Jordan. And I don't know after that, the stars of the show tonight.
Now, he acted like he was shot out of a cannon, Steve Kerr.
Joe's third. Ronnie just back from the All-Star game. We'll let you know about it.
Just keep your eye on a makeup call coming up. I sense it.
I don't know. He has his head on straight. There'll be one, but
it might be made by one of the other officials.
Pippen threw it over the glass, and Ronnie noticed. 50 seconds to play in the third.
When have you seen that call? Name me the last time. What year?
You got one right away, huh?
60.
Where were you in 62? Allen Houston baseline. Leaning gun off the glass. Reed with a stick back slam.
What a pass.
7-point game, that's all. 77-70 Chicago. Half a minute to play in the third. Kukoc against Ratliff. Curry knocks it away from Jordan. They're going to call that a foul.
Boy, they don't want him to play.
Not against Chicago, they don't want him to play.
Boy, you don't even call that in the pickup game. You see this errant shot by Allen Houston. Don Reed there for the return flush. I don't know, looked like pretty good hustle by Michael Curry.
He doesn't, the man does not need that help. He's the best on the planet.
There was no grabbing or holding on that. I don't know what they saw, but contact somewhere on the line, along the line.
79-70 Chicago as Jordan converts twice. He has 20. Late third at the Palace. Shot clock down to 10. Not much of a screen. Jordan knocks it away. 3 in the shot clock.
Yeah, you're right, George. You hit it right on the head. Allen Houston did not use the screen set by Don Reed. It's his job to take the ball off the dribble and use the screen that's given to him. He let Michael Jordan jump over the top.
Pistons got to hurry here. And Reed inside for Joe. Counts if it goes. No. Pippen from midcourt. At the end of 3, it's Chicago by 9. 79-70 at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network. And there's Jack Haley, who's been on the injured list so long, he doesn't know what the injury is. And if you think Jimmy Edwards is stealing money, how about this guy? Jack, what's your job?
Professional cheerleader.
What is your job? Phil Jackson, I'm sure, paid close attention to what he just told him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No chance.
Call the play. $250,000. I smile too.
Nice work if you can get it, but have a little pride.
I don't know how much he'd play in the CBA. Kerr and Pippen and Jordan and Kukoc and Buddha start the fourth for the Bulls. Edwards against Reed. Baseline for the follow-away. Ratliff rips the rebound down. Theo wheeling, hooking. Can't hit it. Reed missed the tap, but Grant Hill does it.
Had 3 opportunities that time. Don Reed keeping it alive for Grant Hill to finish.
Kerr fakes the handoff to Kukoc. Now gives it up. Kukoc for 3. Scottie Pippen. Gives the Bulls a fresh 24. Jordan against Curry. And he sticks it. 22 from Michael. Bulls 81, Pistons 72. Second minute, fourth quarter. Curry, nice breakdown for Don Reed, who lays it in.
Once again, Don Reed, the man on the spot, knows where to be, positions himself to receive the pass and finishes off a nice play.
81-74, Chicago by 7. Pippen inside for Edwards. James with a turn and gun. It rolls away to Ratliff.
A little intensity picking up for the guys in white.
Don Reed to the rim, throws it in. You gotta love Don Reed.
Does his job without saying a word and does it well.
81-76, 10 to go. Curve for 3.
Big one.
That'll quiet the crowd, maybe a little.
Hey, you just can't fall asleep on any of these guys. They'll kill you in so many different ways. Weren't expecting Kerr to pull up and shoot it. The quick release. Bottom.
Reed screens for Houston.
Whoa. That's got to be something. I don't think he shoots it that poorly.
We do get the call. How about Don Reed on the break?
He's an athlete. Big guy trying to make Buddha chase him. Difficult
Hey, flies
shot.
high.
Let me tell you, that is not easy.
Allen Houston hits. Happy birthday, Mert Siegel and Luke Murphy. Mert usually sits right in front of us. He must be taking his bride to dinner. Dennis Rodman's back.
If it's his birthday, isn't somebody taking him to dinner?
Well, you might be right. I stand corrected, or at least sit corrected.
That's what I expect you guys to do.
I'm sure you won't buy them out. You wouldn't buy if it weren't your birthday. Allen has 19.
Not unless I had Jack Haley's job.
Thank you. Kerr. Whoa. Warren with a hustle rebound. Did he save it? No.
Oh, he saved it, but he got it down.
Doug Collins calling a play. Chicago's lead is 6. 9-24 still to go in the game.
Almost another opportunity that Dennis Rodman bails him out of there.
Houston faked one way, went the other. Kukoc blocks, grabs the pass, stick it back. Theo's got it back. Off the floor, though, to Pippen. Now Jordan. Great opportunity for Michael Curry to play Michael Jordan. Pippen, short with a triple. Hey, let the Bulls get away with some bumps on the rebound. Michael Jordan draws the foul. 5 on Curry.
Well, the acrobatic Michael Jordan, we've seen it a lot. He gets pressure here from the help defense and just switches. Doesn't get it to go. The reverse, no good, but 2 from the line.
Joe Dumars, just back in, replacing Michael Curry.
Joe D back for Curry. And the Pistons take time. 8:45 to go. They're within 7 of Chicago on the Pistons television network. College hockey for Coca-Cola at the Palace tomorrow at 7:30. Michigan and Notre Dame. The tickets call 810-377-0100 during broadcast tonight, or visit the Palace box office or any Ticketmaster Center. February 19th against the T-Wolves. Keebler Busch's Value Land night for the Pistons. 2-for-1 ticket coupons available at the special Keebler display. Save over $18. See Busch's Value Land store for details. Michael Jordan makes 86-78 Chicago. 8:44 to go. Backcourt Bulls pressure. And they attack. Shot clock at 12, though, as you set up the offense. Grant Hill driving. Good D by Pippen.
Only 6 to shoot.
Allen Houston against Kerr.
Take it to the hole.
Kerr stripped him. Dennis Rodman may have passed up a layup. Michael against Houston. Great step in front steal by Grant Hill, and the pass intended for Kukoc. Oh, the Bulls slapping it away from Grant. A reach in allowed. And Steve Kerr triples. Doug Collins wants a 20-second Piston timeout.
That's big.
89-78 Chicago. I do like Patrick. Pistons trying to get better at home. This is their house.
Well, Doug's on the edge about now with a couple of these
no calls
against his team. Reach in.
You can't catch a break with the whistles, folks. Sometimes that happens. Not often.
And Chicago's capitalized on every one of them.
Oh, here's the whistle. They did foul Grant this time. Scottie Pippen got him. Otis Thorpe checks back in for Don Reed. Speaking of their house, the Pistons 15-8 here at home. And Hill makes. Last night, Grant played 38, had 2 dozen, 8 boards, and 6 assists. Got them both. 89-80. 16 for Grant. 7 of 36 to go. Jordan against Houston. From the baseline. That's going to be short. Off it comes to Allen. A look ahead for Joe. Still with a foul line gunning. Just missed.
Trying to get a little bit of a running game going. Catch the Bulls back. Not making the transition.
Kukoc against Otis.
A nice move.
In the air. Through the foul. Otis has 3. A team fouls at 2-2. 7:06 to go in the game.
Difference
At the
in the
line.
game.
Kukoc puts the Bulls up 91-80.
Now, he's a tough guard out there for a big man to have to watch because of his quickness and ball handling ability. That time getting by Otis.
They give Theo the jumper. Pippen rebounds the miss.
I don't think that's a shot that Doug wanted. Want to take some more time off the clock and
knock down 11 with 6:40 to go. Dennis Rodman missed the bunny.
Too easy.
Otis screening for Grant.
He's never that wide open.
The give back. And he draws the foul, trying to hit the hook. Dennis Rodman with his fourth.
Fouls on Dennis Rodman. It's his fourth of the team's player.
You were wondering earlier what flavor he is this month. That hair color is
what's the official name?
Chocolate blonde, or I don't know what the official name is. You'll have to talk to his hairdresser.
Meantime, mainstream Otis Thorpe in his last 6, averaging almost 13, better than 8 boards.
Mainstream or politically correct?
Mainstream guy. Good guy. 12 for Otis as he makes them both. Pistons within 9. Staying close enough with 6 and 18 to go. Kerr against Houston. Now Joe's checking Jordan. Kukoc against Theo. Forced the miss. Rebound Otis. Way to protect it.
Well, this Bull team is undefeated when ahead after 3 quarters.
Allen Houston gunning for 3. Misfire. They needed something like that and a few more. Pippen with a touch to Kukoc. No basket. A walk is called. Grant, Joe, Otis, Allen Houston, and Theo. With 5.5 to go, Pistons down 9. Grant with a nice up fake. Now the leaner, short. Tapped up and in by Theo Ratliff.
Good job. Staying active on the boards. Theo there in good position. And tips it back home. Got to continue to keep in line with their game plan. Pick up the D. Play a little tougher. Take advantage of opportunities.
Kukoc pulls it off the floor. Nearly swiped by Theo. Clock at 7 for Pippen. Now 6, 5, 4. Kukoc with 2 on the clock by himself for 3. Joe D with the board. Pistons within 7 and with it. Here they come. 4 and 50 left. Over Kerr. Through the foul. There's been no quit in the Pistons tonight against the Chicago Bulls. Scores for Chrysler Plymouth Dodge Jeep Eagle.
How about the job Mike Fratello's done with that team, George? They just keep
Coach
rolling.
of the year. Miami leading Denver. Bullets up on the Bucks in the second. Joe makes a critical free throw. Rockets by a dozen over the Spurs at the Summit in the second. And timeout Chicago. 4 and 46 left. Michael Jordan upset at Ronnie now. 91-85. Can't please all the people all the time. This is the Pistons Television Network. Out of the timeout, Joe D makes the second.
They'll got it back down to 5 again.
Pistons within 5 with just over 4 to go.
Haven't been able to get by this hump in a long time.
4.5 left for Kerr against Joe. Pippen fakes and sticks the turning gun. That wasn't easy.
And it seems like every time they get to that point, Chicago comes up with another big bucket.
He has 20. Michael with 24. Grant gets the Otis screen. Inside for OT, doubled and fouled. Pippen's third. Allen Houston leads the Pistons with 19. Grant has 16. Joe 15. Otis 12. And Don Reed 10.
And that's with Allen not shooting the ball very well.
Another Coach of the Year candidate right there, Doug Collins.
Both of these guys.
Yeah, how can you argue with Phil Jackson? Pistons have outscored him so far in the fourth. Otis at the line, and he makes. You gotta wonder where you'd be without this guy. What a rock he's
Talked
been.
about something they had to do in the offseason, pick up somebody that could help them inside, and he has been that. Plus a veteran player.
14, 93, 88. Bulls by just 5 again, just over 4 left. Jordan with a foul line gun wide. Hustling it down is Grant, and he called that timeout.
Oh, I think
There's your dreaded call. You got to like it.
It's a great rule. It's a great rule.
4 minutes left. Timeout Pistons. They're within 5 at the Palace. 93-88 Bulls on the Pistons television network.
Like I said, one of the greatest rules I think they put in a long time is the ability when you're going out of bounds to look at the referee and yell timeout. Grant Hill couldn't keep his momentum from carrying him out of bounds. Though, as I said, George, in all seriousness now, he had Don Reed there. If he had jumped in the air and looked, he would have found a teammate and still kept possession of the basketball.
And let me just say this about Don Reed. That's a heads-up play to come over there and
help
give the
teammate,
guy
give him
some
a target to come right
to send the basketball. Pistons out tripled tonight by 6. Grant in the lane, leaning, scooping and scoring!
Boy.
Hey, nobody on earth can do that any better.
Something special.
93-90. Now we got a ball game.
This is the position they wanted.
That's all you want. There's a chance against Chicago. Harper gives to Pippen against Theo. Clock at 5. Gunning for 3. That's a brick. Off it comes to Allen. And the crowd's alive. 3:15 to go. Pistons within 3 of Chicago. Good screen by Otis. Gets it. Slam! And it's a one-point ball game. Chicago's got to take time, and they do. Timeout Bulls. Way to go, OT. This is the Pistons television network. Back in the noise at the Palace. It'll be noisy Saturday night, too. Our next telecast will be the Pistons and Raptors. Will Isaiah's jersey retirement at 7:30. Get her early, folks. At 7, a sensational special on Isaiah. Starts it all. Join us at 7 Saturday night.
And I'll be there, and you'll be hosting and doing the great job you always do. Looking forward to it.
We got to do well. The man deserves it. Out of the timeout. Pippen hooks. No! Rodman with a foul.
It's the loudest this place has been in a while.
Dennis with 5.
They're excited, and they've got their team in it.
Pistons with a 12-2 run. One of the deuces, this by Grant Hill.
Oh, this is the highlight of that run, as you said. Up in the air, hangs, and the scoop for the hoop.
Now Otis back at the line.
Chance.
On Dennis Rodman's 5th foul. Conley nails it. Hey, there's a player of the game candidate right there. Otis Thorpe. Pistons lead it. Last time they led 25-23. It was late in the first.
Boy, you couldn't ask for a better scenario. Just under 3 to go, and ahead against the almost unbeatable Bulls.
Michael Jordan with room. Rejected by Theo. Down went Rodman.
A great play, too. Theo prevents 2 by Rodman, instead puts him on the line. Michael with the almost acrobatic 2, and Dennis follows it up right there. Theo grabs him by the arm, and that's a good play. Make him shoot free throws.
Dennis knew it. He patted him on the backside. Warm at the line, and he makes.
And who did he salute? Matt Dobick?
Ben Palucci? Somebody over there, maybe
Mike Abdenauer.
He's tied the game. And he saved it for Michael.
Michael did a great job there. contesting on the boards. He kept that ball alive. Where did he come from?
Well, when he has to, he can rebound. Jordan coming through the crowd. The fall away. Short. Rodman got the rebound.
He got the rebound.
Pippen out to the timeline. Just over 2 to go. 2 and 10 left. Shot clock 12. 94 all. Screen by Warren. Pippen gives to him. Dennis inside. Through the foul. Theo's 4.
Well, not a lot that Theo could do that time. That was going to be a wild shot either way by Dennis. But what he did smartly there, George, was he initiated the contact. He went in to Theo Ratliff, waited for the whistle.
That's the first free throw.
You can't ask for more than that. He's 1 out of 3.
The top rebounder in the league, but not the top free throw shooter. How about this? They go with Caffey, the rookie, Bakuko. The defense.
No.
Air ball.
He caught part of the rim.
That is over the line.
Yeah, that was it. He caught part of the rim on that, George, but he ran after that. As soon as he let it go, he thought it was air. Good move last 2 times down. He goes to the line, 4 tries, makes 1.
And now we're tied at 94, just 2 minutes to go. Grant against Pippen. Allen Houston fighting off Kerr. Likes that matchup. Baseline leader, yes! Pistons up 2, 96-94.
You called it, taking advantage. A height situation there. Houston over Kerr, take him down low. A little jumper from 8.
Happy against Thorpe. Michael Jordan wheeling. Gives it up to Kerr. Kerr on the ride. Slapped away by Joe.
Well, that's one,
And
Joe.
they'll call the foul.
Joe wants that one in his house. This is the other end of the spectrum.
Great free throw.
Now you put him on the line. Well, hey, Joe tried to make a great play. May have done that, but didn't get the call.
And 32 left. Chicago down a deuce, 96-94. Kerr shooting 2. Gets the first.
Big night for Steve Kerr coming off the bench with 16 on the year, 7.9. So he's doubled his numbers tonight. That's a big lift.
96 all. Gets them both. Get it in bounds, and they do. Grant will work against Pippen. We're tied at 96, just a minute and a quarter to go. Pippen chests him on the sideline. Grant spins fake. Sensational! Wow! Man, oh man! Pistons by 2.
How did he get out of that corner?
Had it all the way, Kelly. Minute left. Chicago down 2. Jordan forces. Misses. One hand on his fourth rebound. 98-96 Pistons. 50 seconds left.
Could be the biggest possession of the year so far.
They got it in Joe's hands against Kerr. For 3. Oh! That's a Hall of Fame triple. Just 37 seconds to go. Chicago's in deep water now. This is the Pistons Television Network. Pistons with a 5-point lead. 2 of the 5 right here.
Well, you called it, George. Sensational. Watch the spin. Oh, my. Where'd he go? Grant Hill.
And then a dagger in the heart with the long gun from Joe D.
Boy, that's just sizing him up. That's pressure, and that's nothing but bottom.
Chicago's basketball. 37.7 seconds to go.
You don't want to give up a three in this situation. Keep an eye on Pippen and Kerr.
Jordan flips it to Kukoc, and he triples. And him.
And Kukoc. I never even saw him. He was standing out there from the beginning of the play and never moved. They found him.
Grant Hill picks up a loose ball.
Patience.
Wow. 2-point game. Pistons have the lead in the ball, but they need to score.
Now they want to get something going to the hole. Try to break down the defense, get the ball in Grant Hill's hands.
Shot clock, 5 for Grant against Kerr. Fires. Otis had the rebound. Rodman pulls it off. 7.2 to go.
Boy, you're right, George. He had great positioning this time to jump in front of Dennis Rodman. When he jumped, the ball was still up there as he came down, and Dennis grabbed it.
Timeout, 7.2 to go. Pistons up 2. Back in a moment for the finish at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network. Let's get it, folks. How about a Don Reed stick-back slam? There's your Dunkin' Donuts dunk of the game. For the coffee's fresh ground and fresh brewed just minutes before serving.
Well, all comes down to this. One play, and they get fortunate enough that Rodman dribbled, and he'll take it out right there.
Pippen comes to get it. 6 seconds, 5. On the drive. No! Word! Yes! With 0.9 to go, we're going to OT, it looks. Dennis Rodman tipped it in. 9/10 of a second to go. We'll stay right here.
Well, they got the situation they want. One-on-one, Pippen to the hole. Had a pretty good look here. But once again, Dennis Rodman maybe got away with a push on the back of Otis Thorpe, but nonetheless, he's always around the basketball. And that's one guy you don't want to see on the offensive glass.
Here he comes, hustling down the floor.
They're battling, they're battling. Uses that off arm, no question about it. But you know, in a tight ball game with time running out, they're not going to make that call. There's no way. No.
Well. Time to avoid overtime. 9/10 of a second.
Looks like we might be here for the long haul.
Pistons have it at midcourt. Grant Hill to trigger over Kukoc.
Not a whole lot of time for anything. Barely enough time to catch and shoot.
That man, Terry Mills, is on the floor. Chicago takes that delay of game warning, trying to set up their defense a little better. Rodman's checking Mills. Pippen's on Joe. Allen Houston. No, he tried to come and get it. They threw it to Joe in the lane. The Bulls knocked him down at the horn. No call. And we're going to overtime. 101. At the end of regulation. Back with overtime in a moment here on the Pistons Television Network. Well, the triple by Kukoc.
That was
Dennis Rodman's big-time tap-in with 9/10 of a second to go and made this an overtimer.
You can whine and complain and say we coulda, we shoulda, and maybe they should have with a 5-point lead. Bulls made 2 great plays, but hey, you're in overtime. This game is still not decided. You've got to forget about that and worry about what's ahead. And right now, they've got overtime. The crowd's involved, and the Pistons should be pumped. They're trying to take this game away.
Grant, Allen, Joe, Theo, and Otis against Kerr, Jordan, Wennington, Rodman, and Pippen. Overtime at the Palace. Boy, Doug Collins could smell a wind. So could all these fans in here. 21,454. Theo and Wennington started, and the Pistons win the tap.
Well, somebody's going to go away with a loss here. They're both undefeated in overtime. Just the second game all year in OT for Detroit.
Joe against Kerr. Otis against Worm. Rodman playing with 5. Otis fakes the hook, tried to deep kick it to Theo, knocked out by the Bulls. 4 on the shot clock.
Nobody complain about that. That was definitely off the Bulls.
Play called by Doug Collins. Joe Dumars to trigger baseline. 4 on the shot clock. Houston for 3. Around and off to Wennington. He was hit on the shot. Could have been a 4-point play if it goes and they call a foul. Wennington screens for Jordan. Fights through it. Kerr almost lost that pass. 4 on the clock. Jordan with 3, now 2. The turn and gun goes.
See him take a look.
Never a doubt.
Right before he shot that, he took a look at the clock to see what was left. 3 seconds to go. He said, plenty of time. Just turns and drops it.
He'll miss that 1 out of 20. Still came to get it. Kerr with a nice overplay. Pistons aren't into anything now, and there's 10 on the shot clock.
And taking a little too much time to get involved in their offense.
Otis. Pippen with a steal. Timeout, Chicago. 3:42 to go in overtime. 103-101 Bulls at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network. Bulls ball. Pistons down a deuce. Pistons got up 31-22 in the 4th.
But none bigger than the 5 the Bulls put up in the last 2 possessions.
Jordan misses. Otis and Worm hanging on to the rebound. I'll tell you what, if he's anywhere near the ball, that's the best you can hope for. A jump ball.
He's got those legs that just always have spring in them.
Amazing.
Sprinters, hurdlers' legs. Would have been a great track man.
Otis taps it, but right to Kukoc.
He stole it. He anticipated where he was going with it. Theo's got to know that somebody's going to challenge him, and Kukoc stepped right in front.
Shot clock 10. Jordan misses. The Worm's there.
Grab it.
Otis does. Now Grant. 3 to go in overtime. Down a deuce.
Wide open.
Theo. Hammered by Pippen.
Theo went down there and planted himself in the paint. He wasn't sure anybody was going to find him. Grant had turned his back to the play.
4 on Pippen. Rodman playing with 5.
Somebody quickly recognized that he was alone and took the hard foul.
Free throw won't fall. 103-101 Chicago. The last 4, 9 and almost 8 boards for Theo. He has 10 tonight and 8 boards. Tough misses on both. Out comes Kukoc with it.
Hate to come away empty. Possessions are far and few.
Pippen outside. Fakes to Worm, gives to Kerr, gets it back. Clock at 7. Now it's at 4. Pippen curling. Counts if it goes.
Oh, boy.
It's a triple for Kukoc.
Haven't figured out why they left him.
106-101. Chicago by 5. In overtime, 2:20 to go. Allen Houston for 3. Gets it right back. Man, is that big. Huge. 2-point game. That'll get you thinking, even if you're the Bulls. Pistons have missed all those free throws. It's really hurt him down the lane and missing. Pippen. Worm wrestles it away.
Again.
Minute and 50 to go in overtime.
Doug telling Theo, don't leave Kukoc.
Clock at 10. Jordan drives. It's wide to Allen Houston. Jordan comes up.
He's lane. They got 5 on 4.
Deep to Theo. Yes! We're all even.
Yeah, he's hurt. He caught on the ribs.
106. Minute 34 to go. The Bulls want time. Jordan's hurt. Doug Collins isn't. This is the Pistons Television Network.
Last time down, Jordan's hurt. They're playing 5 on 4. A good look by Joe D. Bulls tried to scramble, a man short, and Theo with the lay-in.
Joe found him. Doug Collins loving it. It's 106 all, and now the Pistons need to stop. I think Jordan's ribs are all right. He's not a happy camper. He's 8 for 28.
He's looking around. He caught an elbow from Otis Thorpe, and you got to think that now becomes Michael Jordan time to see the field goals.
Look at all the shots for Chicago. 22 more tries. Dennis Rodman gives you a lot of help with all those offensive boards. Curran, Pippen, Jordan, Rodman, and Kukoc for the Bulls. Kukoc, wide. Rodman pushed off. He's out of here. He is fouled out.
That's a good ball. Definitely pushed off. When Otis went up to jump for that one, you saw him move from one spot to the other. No doubt about it. No doubt.
Good night, Warren. Well, you get the ball, and they lose the guy who did probably more damage to the Pistons than anybody else on their roster tonight.
They have no one to rebound now because he got every one of them.
19 boards.
You're going to see Kukoc go up. Now watch Otis Thorpe as he goes for this rebound. Boom, he's pushed off there with the left arm by Rodman. Good call.
Pushed off a little bit less at the end of the game. Well, our two former Pistons side by side.
As our
Buda and Warren.
Director Harry Hutt said, it was very similar to the end of the game, but they won't make that call at the end of the game.
Jordan all over Allen Houston. And we got a whistle. I think it has something to do with the time. Ronnie Nunn checking with the people on the score crew. Talking with Ron Campbell. The PA announcer Ken Calvert. Minute and 12 right now. Shot clock at 13.
The only thing is, that's kind of detrimental to the Pistons. They're in the middle of their offense. Now they got to take the ball out of bounds. And only got 12 to do it.
Thus the dirty look. Joe to Nunn. Otis, 7 on the clock against the rookie Campy. The touch feed off the glass. Grant Hill try to find Theo. Pippen to Jordan now for the Bulls. Less than a minute to go in overtime. Even at 106.
Got to give him help.
Michael makes. 50 seconds to go in OT. It's 108-106. Just remember this. They may only get one crack at it. The Bulls, that is, without Worm. Shot clock at 12. Allen Houston inside for Joe against Kerr. Baseline gunning. Hit the side of the glass. Did he get hit? I don't know. Here comes Jordan.
You know, this could be it. They stop, they get a shot. Bulls score. It could be good night.
Shot clock now 8.
You know, he's shooting it.
The fall away. And he fills it. Michael Jordan puts the Bulls up 4. 11.8 seconds to go in overtime. Timeout Pistons on the Pistons Television Network. George and Kelly back at the Palace. Joe Dumars and the Pistons have played their hearts out tonight. In fact, Joe's triple late in regulation and the Pistons up 5. But they trail now 110-106. Our unsung hero for Ballpark Franks is that man right there, Joe D, with 18 points. 5 out of 9 from the floor, one of them a tray. And our defensive player of the game, Otis Thorpe, 18 and 10 rebounds. Why'd you stop play? Joe'd like to know.
Now, he said that he wanted to make sure that the foul situation, Rodman's foul made it team fouls 4, and that was telling him that they were going to shoot on the next play, and that wasn't correct or something.
Allen Houston triples, 9.7 seconds to go. 1-point game, foul somebody. And they do, they get Jordan. 8.5 to go.
The scoreboard was telling him that they were going to shoot on the next foul.
So, wait till the whistle.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
And then decide.
They had a foul to give. They're going to have to take another one or try for a steal, obviously, first. What they'd like to have. And they want to get Kerr the basketball. Got to take it. Got to take it.
5.8 to go, and Allen Houston does.
Fouls on Allen Houston. It's a score for the penalty.
I don't understand stopping things. Here's Allen's triple that made it a 1-point game. And now with 5.8 to go, Jordan will shoot 2.
Well, either way, you're going to have a chance to, if he makes it, another opportunity to tie the ball game.
First one falls. 111-109. Reed for Mills. Michael with 31. Had to put up 30 shots to get there. Now the Pistons will take time. 5.8 seconds left. 3-point ball game. 112-109 Chicago on the Pistons television network. We'll keep it here. We've just been told.
He's still asking about what I just asked about.
I do not blame him. He wanted to know how many team fouls. Who cares? Blow the whistle, then look, then check. Do we shoot or don't we? Who cares?
Tough situation to stop in the middle of play when you're running your offensive scheme.
Is this the NBA?
Well, that's why I thought it hurt the Pistons, even though people sit there and say, well, you still got 12 seconds on the clock. The fact that they're involved in the middle of their offense, there could have been a pass underneath for a layup. Instead, play stop, take the ball out of bounds and start over again. Don't get the shot that they want.
Incredible.
They seem minimal, but in this type of game, that's a huge play.
A case of bad judgment. 2 field goals, both trays in overtime for Allen Houston. Joe Dumars had the triple late in regulation. Pistons were up 5 with 37.7 seconds to go in OT. He just joined us, a Kukoc triple and a Dennis Rodman tap in on a Scottie Pippen miss after Rodman had stolen the rebound of a Grant Hill miss from Otis Thorpe on the other end, forced overtime. Dennis Rodman really, to me, has been the difference in the game tonight.
Well, unquestionably, I think he played a bigger part, but I still think the biggest play of the night was the Kukoc triple that cut it from 5 to 2. Gave them an opportunity, whereas if they had only gotten 2, they would have had to take the 3, and you could have played your defense more, maybe foul, put them on the line. A whole different scenario. That was a huge triple by Tony Kukoc.
But the Pistons still have a chance for a tray and a second overtime, perhaps.
Well, if for some reason they don't come up with this win, it's going to be a hard one to swallow, because they're going to sit there and they're going to say, you know, geez, we played a good game, we hung in there, it wasn't our best, but we had an opportunity, it was in our grasp, and we let it slip by.
Against a team that very well could set a record for wins in a season.
Yeah. I mean,
pro basketball history. They would make a defensive substitution here. Buechler, Kukoc, Caffey, Kerr, and Jordan, as you look at 19 rebounds, 14 of them on the offensive end, and 9 points, the last 2 to force OT for Dennis Rodman.
If you're the Bulls, you might want to foul here and not let him get a 3.
And the Pistons have to take another timeout. Still with 5.8 seconds to go. It is 112-109. This is the Pistons television network. A triple will force a second overtime. Bulls get a stop, and they dodge a Piston bullet here at the Palace tonight.
And they cannot accept anything less.
5.8 seconds to go. Terry Mills steps back, 4-3. Short. Can Grant Hill get it off? Yes, counts it to go. Scored.
Look good from here.
What a ball game. What a classic. But the Pistons come up short to Chicago. And Dennis Rodman, 112 to 109 in overtime. Man, what a ball game.
Good as they come.
Back in a moment on the Pistons Television Network.